The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today for the Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty Impact Day. And just a couple of tips for an enjoyable webinar. Have a pen, paper, or tablet on hand to take some notes. And you can email me, Stacy Benedict, at bhhsfloridarealty.com. Or even better, you can shoot me a text at 954-579-7555 if you're experiencing any technical difficulty or need assistance. You can view your own control panel by clicking on the arrows on the upper right-hand section of your screen. And feel free to type in a question or a chat as we will review these throughout the presentation today. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you Carol Hill. Carol, it's all yours.
Thank you, Stacy, and good morning, everyone. Welcome to Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty's Impact Day. As Stacy mentioned, my name is Carol Hill, Vice President of the Northeast region. This is a great way to start your day by tuning in this morning to Impact Day. Today, you're going to learn about all the tools and services designed to enhance and benefit your real estate career. We have a dynamic lineup of real estate professionals that will walk us through the services, the products, the tools available to each of us. It's going to help grow our business. So sit back, relax, get your notebooks out. Meet my counterparts. Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty has 4 regional vice presidents. Each regional vice president oversees the activity of 10 or more offices. Elaine Glandon. Elaine oversees Orange, Osceola, Seminole, Manatee, Hillsborough, Sarasota, Brevard, Lake, and Alachua counties. I oversee Palm Beach, St. Lucie, and Indian River counties. And Sean covers Collier, Lee, and Charlotte counties. Ray Mesa is our president and CEO and is currently overseeing our Southeast region, and that's comprised of Miami-Dade and Broward counties. Ray is very active in the National Association of Realtors, Florida Realtors, and his local association, which is the Miami Association of Realtors. Ray repeatedly ranks among real estate's most powerful and influential real estate industry leaders, according to the Swan Poll 200, which is one of America's most influential executive publications. In 2019, Riz Media announced that Ray was inducted into Riz Media's Real Estate Newsmaker Hall of Fame. Ray does an outstanding job keeping us up to date with all sorts of newsworthy industry information. Please be sure to read his emails. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to introduce to you, give you a little bit of background on each of our speakers. Today's first speaker will be Eric Spotswood. Eric is the Regional Market Manager for Prosperity Home Mortgage. Prosperity Home Mortgage is a full-service mortgage banker specializing in residential and refinance loans. Prosperity Home Mortgage offers a wide range of mortgage products, which Eric is going to review with us. And I will say that having worked personally with Eric and his team, I have witnessed their dedication to you and your customers. Prosperity Home Mortgage is all about doing it right and getting it right. Okay, so next, we'll hear from Rob Dutcher. Rob is the Business Development Manager for Florida Title and Guarantee Agency. Rob is going to walk us through the closing process. Closing with Florida Title and Guarantee Agency is the #1 ingredient for a successful closing. Be sure to read the monthly news brief that's delivered to your email. It certainly contains a wealth of information on industry-specific articles designed to keep us informed and up to date. Also, be on the lookout because Florida Title also offers a wide variety of training and educational classes each month. Be sure to talk with your local title rep to find out when those classes are offered. Okay, please welcome this morning Carolyn Bradley. Caroline is the account executive with Cinch Home Services. A warranty can make a huge difference in getting to a successful closing. Cinch is the leading home warranty company for home appliances and systems. With Cinch, when things break down, Cinch steps up. Caroline and her colleague, Brittany Williams, do a great job working with all of our offices company-wide. You're going to see and hear from them during your office sales meetings, and additionally, they conduct trainings on a monthly basis. Next, Sharon Sapp. Sharon is our Vice President of Business Development and Relocation. Sharon is going to address outgoing referrals and broker-to-broker referrals. These are all business opportunities designed to enhance your earning potential and grow your network base. In 2018, our relocation department was honored with the Outstanding Performance and Commitment to Service Excellence. That's awarded by Brookfield Global Relocation Services. Sharon and her team continue to deliver outstanding customer service. And our final speaker, you've heard from her for a little bit, is going to be Stacy Benedict. Stacy is our Vice President of E-commerce and Marketing. Stacy's going to walk us through the tools and products designed to grow your business and help increase name awareness. We are indeed a very special company. In January of 2019, we were welcomed into the Home Services of America company, an affiliate of Berkshire Hathaway. Warren Buffett's quote is so perfect. A home is one of the most important assets that most people will ever buy. Homes are where memories are made, and you would want to work with someone you can trust. We are honored to be a part of the Home Services team. Home Services is an outstanding organization with a world-class portfolio of real estate brands and an experienced leadership team. Becoming a member of the Home Services family of companies gives us a unique opportunity to grow and better serve our customers and you, our sales professionals. Home Services of America is a Berkshire Hathaway affiliate based in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and through its operating companies is the nation's premier provider of home ownership services. Home Services is also the owner of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services franchise network. Home Services is a local real estate with a nationwide reach. In 2020, the Home Services family of companies facilitated over 346,000 transactions. It is a strong and successful company with a culture of integrity along with a long-term investment philosophy. In 2020, our sales volume at Florida Realty exceeded $3.3 billion with over 12,000 real estate transactions. Our firm, your firm, consistently ranks in the top 15 companies in the Berkshire Hathaway network of companies. In the state of Florida, we are the #1 Berkshire Hathaway affiliate in sales volume and number of units. We have a great deal to be proud of. We are a full-service brokerage founded in 1999, and this year we are 22 years young. Our company is comprised of 35 branch offices across the state, serving 21 counties, as I mentioned previously, with over 1,600 sales professionals. As a matter of convenience for you and your customers, you're welcome anytime to use any of our office locations. Just be sure to have your business card handy when visiting another office. Take a look at this screen. Our company is very diversified and uniquely positioned to assist home buyers and sellers from many different countries. Just take a look at the languages spoken throughout our firm. Among our 1,600 sales professionals, we speak over 34 languages. And by the way, if you fluently speak a second language, please be sure and let your managing broker know. The brand. The Berkshire Hathaway brand is one of the most respected names in the business world. Warren Buffett said, "You will gain from the strengths of those around you." Berkshire Hathaway Home Services is a real estate brokerage network that's certainly built for a new era in residential real estate. We are among the few organizations entrusted to use the world-renowned Berkshire Hathaway name. According to the 2020 Forbes Global 2000 list, Berkshire Hathaway is the fourth largest public company in the world. Just one A share of stock in Berkshire Hathaway is currently priced at over $417,000. Strength, integrity, trust, longevity, and excellence make up the DNA of Berkshire Hathaway. Just check out some of the Berkshire Hathaway companies. There's some very familiar household brands here. Also, be sure you visit BHHS Resource Center to learn how you can save on various items, Geico insurance, other discounts and benefits, and that's all because of your brand affiliation. For 2019, according to Fortune magazine, the Berkshire Hathaway brand is the 5th most admired company worldwide and has ranked among the top 5 companies for the past 13 years. The Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices real estate network is comprised of more than 50,000 sales professionals with nearly 1,500 sales offices operating in 47 states. And we are international, as you can see from the screen. Our international expansion continued in 2020. We welcome to the family Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Toronto Living Realty, Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Quebec, Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Colonial Homes San Miguel in San Miguel, Mexico, and Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Cancun Properties in Cancun, Mexico. These fine companies joined our other international affiliates, Golf Properties in Dubai, Robina Real Estate in Berlin, K & Company in London, and Maggie Properties in Milan, Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Portugal Property in Lisbon, Portugal, and Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Larvia in Madrid, Spain. This network member map that you're looking at is a great visual that shows the reach of the Berkshire Hathaway real estate network. This is a page you definitely want to include when you're going on a listing presentation. In this map, yep, you know where you can find it, in the BHHS Resource Center. I love this slide. This is our culture. Our strong culture aligns with our belief in giving back. All Sunshine Kids activities are free of charge to the children and their families. Thousands of children have enjoyed group activities, adventure trips, and the emotional support they need during one of the most difficult times of their young lives. The Sunshine Kids is a nonprofit organization and is not dependent on any government funding. All the monies come from individuals, foundations, and corporations. Since 2001, our company, Florida Realty, has raised over $3.8 million, and that's thanks to your efforts. We are the #1 Sunshine Kids fundraiser throughout Florida. Take a moment and go to www.sskchampions.com or text SSK to 50155 to donate. Plus, you may not know it, but you can also sign up for automatic commission contributions. Just talk with your managing broker and they'll give you the proper forms to fill out. And as always, we thank you for your support and dedication to the Sunshine Kids. We all know that buying or selling a home is a very emotional experience, and people need an expert partner, a trusted real estate advisor, to provide advice on the smartest moves possible. That's you. A Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty sales professional is the stability that customers need in a world that never stops moving and changing. By tuning in today, you've taken an important step in discovering how you can continue to be that knowledgeable, trusted real estate sales professionals that your customers count on. Thank you for joining us today. You are an important part of our company, our culture, and our future. You are definitely in the right place at the right time and with the right company. We are glad you're here. Joining us now is Eric Spotswood, Regional Market Manager with Prosperity Home Mortgage. Welcome, Eric.
Thank you so much, Carol. I really appreciate it. It is great to be here. I know everybody woke up today like, I can't wait to hear from the lender. I'm going to put my camera on because I like to at least one half see face to face. So I will promise to not make this too boring and have you all leaving maybe with a little bit of a smile. But here we are, Prosperity Home Mortgage. So I bet if I asked the group to raise their hand how many people before they joined Berkshire Hathaway heard of Prosperity Home Mortgage, there probably wouldn't be too many hands raised. So who are we? Who is this new company that you're hearing the name of? So let me tell you a little bit about us. We're not new. We've actually been around for 37 years. So, a considerable amount of time. For the most part, we were residing over in the Mid-Atlantic area. So in the Virginia, DC markets. We're now in 450 different, or 700 plus offices, 450 mortgage consultants, coast to coast. So the important thing about that and why I mention it is one of the big things about the Berkshire Hathaway brand is your reach. If you have a client that's moving to Texas or California or the DC area, you have somebody that you can refer them to and make sure that you feel confident they're in really good hands. Well, you can say the same thing on the lending side. We can make sure that we put you in a really good lender's hands and we make sure that your clients are taken care of. And we don't just do it because we want to promote ourselves. We want to do it because we want to put you and your clients in a really good place. So one of the reasons why we think that, Mortgage Executive Magazine, Scotsman's Guide said that we're one of the top lenders in America, 6 straight years, and who doesn't love a good Zillow review? 4.97 out of 5 stars. But the real reason that we're here is not just because we're great at what we do. We're owned by you. We are a Home Services of America company, so we are owned by Berkshire Hathaway. So if you want to invest in a partner that truly has your best interest in mind, pick somebody that you own. That's a pretty good way to make sure that they're working in your best interest and in the company's best interest. So we were purchased by Berkshire Hathaway in 2017, and that's why you start to see our name expanding into these other pockets recently. We came into Florida in the first quarter of 2018, and we've been expanding out ever since. So the thing that made us a good partner for Berkshire Hathaway, and the reason why, even though they owned other lending entities when we were purchased, the reason why we were chosen to be the national lender for them is there really was an immediate cultural synergy. And what I say by that is Berkshire Hathaway, and Carol said it so eloquently a moment ago, be the trusted advisor. We're not in this for the transaction, we're in this for the relationship. And as a lender, we're in it for the exact same reason. We're not in it just to close the deal. We're not in it just for, how much can we make off this individual transaction. We're in this for repeat business. We're in this to make sure we have clients that are going to continue to come back time and time again to us and to you so that we can continue to partner for the business. So the one thing that you'll see us do time and time again is make decisions not focused on the bottom line, but focused on the experience. I'll give you a great example of that. We had a loan that's being worked on by another lender, and this happens from time to time, and we're happy to be this resource for you as well. We always say to people, we're here to help you, and there's not a little asterisk that says, as long as you're doing the loan with us. We know that you need help, and there's going to be loans that aren't going to be worked on with us, but we're still here to help you. Whatever grows your business, whatever makes your client happier, that's what we're here to do. So we had a specific client that was working with another lender, and they couldn't get the appraisal right. There's a lot of appraisal issues that are going on in the market right now. I know that's a touchy subject. I'll talk a little bit more about how we can help with that in a second. But they were having issues with the appraisal. The appraiser said, the home was just too unique for them to place a value on. And in their credit, it was a very unique house, kind of a log cabin style house. Not a lot of them in that neighborhood, but they were having trouble assigning a value. So the realtor came to me, and it was on a Saturday, and she said, is there anything you can do to help? So I called our chief appraiser. We have one on staff here at the company. I have his cell phone number, so I called him on a Saturday and said, hey, we have a situation going on. How quick do you think we can get an appraiser back out there to take a look at it? He reached out, said they could have somebody out by Monday. So the realtor called me back on Sunday, said, listen, actually right now we're not going to need you. The seller said they're willing to extend the closing date, but only if we work with their friend who is a lender, because that way they can trust they can get it to the closing table. So I said, not a problem. I totally respect that. We'll sit back and let me know if there's anything we could do to help. About a week and a half later, I called her, which closing was supposed to be a few days after when I had talked to her before. I called her and said, hey, Donna, how's everything going? Just wanted to check in on that file, make sure everything's still going all right. She said, well, actually, the new lender's having trouble with the income. They're self-employed, which I think there's a couple self-employed people on this call right now. Self-employed is a different animal when it comes to lending, but they were having trouble figuring out the income. They couldn't get the income right. So here we are 2 weeks into the process. The client's now been living in their motorhome for a couple weeks, and they're still no closer to the closing tables. So we asked again, is it something that we can step in and help out with? And she said, if you could, that would be great. So we stepped in, and 5 business days later, we had that loan closed. So I don't say that to brag. The reason I say that is, for all intents and purposes, you would say that we had done our part. We had gotten the loan through to closing. The client was very happy he was in his new home. But the way we looked at it was, well, what was the client experience overall though? He went with that first lender, and even though they couldn't get the appraisal value right, they still paid $500 for that appraisal. They went with the second lender, and when they went with the second lender, this lender said, well, if we're going to rush this through, we have to do a rush appraisal. Now that's going to cost you $900. So the client was already out of pocket $1,400 by the time they came to us. So even though we couldn't use the other appraisals that they had done for varying reasons, we ordered a new appraisal, and I wrote the client a check for $1,400 to make sure we were paying for those other appraisals. You know, did we need to? No, it wasn't our fault that the first lender couldn't get the appraisal right or the second lender couldn't get the income right, but it wasn't the client's fault either. And from an experience standpoint, that was great. And we wanted to make sure that the client at the end of the day is happy with the realtor and happy with us. So I remember that closing. I actually went to that one specifically. The client and I had gotten into a really good groove as the process had gone on. So I wanted to make sure everything got across the finish line well. I went in the room, I saw him, I said, Rick, congratulations on your new home. And he looked at me and he's like, I had extended my hand. He looked at my hand and said, no. I was like, uh-oh, this could be a long closing. And he's like, come here. And he gave me a big hug. That's pre-COVID, very important to know. So, it was very important. He wrote me and the realtor a note that afternoon and said, I just want to let you know, I've been telling everybody that I talked to about the experience. I really appreciate everything. Wrote us again 3 weeks later when he unpacked his last box and said the same thing. So that experience, that repeat business, we know that he's out there, preaching the word about the realtor and about us, and is going to come back to us, and his friends and family are going to come back to us. And that means more to us, and his experience means more to us than anything. So the other thing you see there, full set of products. I like to always joke, we're the third bowl of porridge in the Goldilocks story. We're not too small, we're not too big. So we're not a small regional lender that doesn't have all the technology and doesn't have all the programs that some of the bigger people are going to have. But we're not this large bank that there's a million layers of bureaucracy and red tape that you have to go through. I have the cell phone number of every department head across the country. When something goes awry, I give them a call. The difference between me and the CEO is one person, and it's not because I'm some high-ranking executive. It's because there's just not that many rungs on the ladder with us. So we're able to get things done a lot quicker. But let's talk about some more things that we can do specifically to help you out. If we look at the next slide, there's a couple. Oh, sorry, I got ahead of myself. I got so excited. These are the faces that you're going to see in the local market that are going to help you out. So the great thing about being able to come on board in 2018 for me was I got to build this team from scratch. So this isn't a group that I came in and took over. This is a group that I got to put my individual stamp on. The reason why I picked every individual on this team is they're passionate about lending, but they're passionate about service. So I wanted somebody that wasn't focused on the bottom line or the profit of this industry. I wanted somebody that really cared about the individuals, cared about the relationships, and every single person on this screen. That's what I could say about them. So these are the local faces coming soon to an office near you. They're a great help, but also in that bottom right-hand corner, you saw me. If you ever need anything, I'm available as well. So you can get a hold of me, which if you have a loan going, I won't throw any big banks under the bus. If you have a loan going awry with a big bank and it's Friday at 7 o'clock at night, who do you call? Or if it's Saturday with an online lender and it's 3 o'clock, who do you call? For us, it's me. It's the mortgage consultant. So we have that availability. So what are some other things that we can do to help you out? One of the big things that I'm really passionate about all the time, but especially in this market today, is our Buyer's Advantage program. What our Buyer's Advantage program does is it takes a loan from being pre-approved and it actually gets all the documents from the client and allows you to get a fully underwritten loan commitment. So why is that beneficial and why doesn't everybody do that? Most of the time you get a pre-approval letter and everything stops in the process. So why? The reason is money. So again, it comes down to the profit for a lot of different people. And again, I've been in the industry for 20 years. Most of the places I've been at would have the exact same answer. If I go through this underwriting process with the client, what if they don't find a house? Or what if you don't pick me when you find the house? I just spent all that money on underwriters, processors, compliance, all those people, all that money that I'm never going to get back. We look at it the other way. What if you do? What's the difference in the experience if I can have you fully underwritten? Well, there's a lot of benefits. One of which is I have no delusion in the situation. We're not the fun part of the process. No one's going to buy a home. It's like, I just can't wait to talk to the lender. That's going to be amazing. No one says that. I get it. I understand. We're the necessary part of the process for people looking to get out of the house. But I can get all that stress out of the way. Stress is inherently more found when you have people that sign a contract, because now all of a sudden the clock's ticking. You're getting closer to closing, and that's a stressful time. Well, if I can get all that out of the way while you're shopping, it's inherently less stressful. It's a little bit more relaxing, and then you can get a nice calm approach. So when you sign that contract and all that's done, you can focus on the stuff that you really want to focus on. How do I want to paint the walls, organize the furniture, like the good stuff, falling in love with the house, the stuff that's really fun. Another really, really important part is, anyone who's been in the real estate business for a while has had a pre-approval letter that fell apart when it went into process. How does that happen? So I always equate it to taking your car into the shop. You need to take your car into the shop, and I am not an auto mechanic. I don't know anything about cars, so I'll embarrass myself if I try to make any technical statements here. But if I took my car into the shop and it was sputtering, and I said, what's wrong with it? They said, well, it's probably this, but we'll take a look at it. And then inherently they call me back and they give me 3 or 4 other things that they had to fix. Well, how come they didn't tell me those 3 or 4 things before? The reason is they didn't look under the hood of the car before. So until they look under the hood of the car, they really don't know what's wrong with my car. Well, the same is true with a pre-approval letter. A pre-approval letter could be done based on a 20-minute stated conversation with a client. So we haven't vetted out any of that information. We haven't actually looked at any of the information from the client to actually validate any of it's true, that we can truly use it. And especially now as we move into a world where a lot of this is automated and clients are entering information on their own, we're relying on the client to understand lending guidelines and restrictions and the difference between a 1099 income and a W-2, and the difference between overtime income and salary and hourly and a salary. There's a lot of changes that go into there that could all impact your approval. So until we've seen the documents or looked under the hood of the car, so to speak, we don't know that there's a problem. So that's why those things pop up as you go through the loan process. So I can identify those before you sign that contract, before that contract doesn't fall apart, and then we can figure out a way to strategize to make it better. But the last part, and this is why I think it's so important in the market today, it's a really competitive market out there. And I know I'm preaching to the choir when I say that, but if you walk into a competitive situation, you're walking with the same pre-approval letter that everybody else has. Now you're playing with contingencies, timelines, there's other triggers you can pull. Well, one of the things that you can pull the trigger of as you're going into these offers is everybody else has a generic pre-approval letter that hasn't been reviewed. They haven't looked under the hood of the car. You have a fully underwritten, signed by an underwriter loan commitment that says the loan is approved. Your offer is stronger than everybody's. So who has the competitive advantage now? So the cost to get into a program like this for your clients is absolutely no money. It is $0. There's zero obligation for them. They sign up because we think it's a good experience for them. We think it's a better experience for you. And we want to make sure we're helping your clients. The other thing we'll allow them to do, we're in a rising interest rate environment. Rates are up about 0.5% this year. Everybody asked me to do the crystal ball. What are they going to do? Rates are probably going to stay suppressed for about the next 12 to 18 months, but they're probably going to tick up, if anything, a little bit. So I'd expect rates to maybe move up 1/8 to 1/4. Well, what happens if you're at the top end of your budget and rates move up 1/8 or 1/4? You might not be able to afford it still. So we'll offer them while they're shopping a free rate lock for 60 to up to 90 days while they're shopping to make sure we're protecting them against that movement, make sure we're protecting the approvals so that you can keep it valid. Another thing we want to do is protect their money in their pocket. So a couple groups of people, we're big fans of all the clients we work with, of course, but a couple groups of people that we want to say thank you to. People that really impact the local community, as in first responders and teachers, we waive our origination fee for them. They don't pay any of that money. Another group of people that we're very, very passionate about, the group we were founded by, you may have heard of a group of realtors in the Mid-Atlantic called Long & Foster. That was our parent company that founded us, which is another thing that makes us different. We weren't founded as a bank. We were founded by a group of realtors to support realtors. He was a veteran, so he has a large affinity to veteran clients. So one of the things that we do for our veteran clients is we not only waive our origination fee, but we also credit them back the cost of the appraisal at the closing table. So you will not find anyone who does a VA loan faster or for cheaper than us. And that's, again, just as a way of saying thank you for their service. So a couple other things. I won't go through all these in the interest of time, and so I don't run over Rob Dutcher and his presentation. Sorry, Rob, if you're already on. A couple other things that we look at. When you have a client that comes to us, you see credit repair, you see the low down payment options, all these different things that we offer. So what I always say to people is when you send somebody to us, you're getting one of two things. You're either getting an approval or a plan. Everybody should walk out. And one of the big things that we have to offer with them is the credit repair software. So we have somebody that can come into us, we can look at their situation, and we can analyze their credit, and we can tell them some things that they can do to improve their credit. A lot of times it's just shifting balances around. I actually had a personal client that I talked to was just shifting his balances around, moved his credit up 90 points. Now that's an extreme example. I wouldn't expect that to be normal, but again, there's a lot of possibility for movement there, and we can help show them the best way to do that. Want more of a reason to come talk to us? Appraisals. Second bullet from the bottom. We know that appraisals are a major issue right now. How are ours any different? Most people use an appraisal management company. When you hear the word appraisal management company, most people cringe a little bit. Why is that? 90% of lenders use them because they don't have appraisers in their company that they can use. So they order an outside vendor to order the appraisal for them. The way that that vendor works, they send out kind of a halo in a region to say, does anybody in this region want to accept this offer? So what you might have is, I know there's a lot of different pockets of the state here, but say you have somebody who's needing an appraisal done in Orlando and you have somebody come in from Sarasota. Why are you here? That doesn't make any sense. You're appraising Stewart and you're here from Boca. Like, why are you here? So it's because they fell into that halo. And somebody said, I'll accept that order, and they'll go. And that's when you have the appraisals come back where they have a listing that they show as a comp from a neighborhood that you know isn't a comparable neighborhood. You know that person doesn't know the local market. My heart goes out to appraisers. Appraisals are really hard to get right. So when you don't know the local market, you're really fighting blind there. That's really, really tough. So how do we offset that? The group of appraisers that we use, we're all referred to us by Berkshire Hathaway agents. If you know any great appraisers in your area, we're always looking to build out our panel. So the way that we do it is we put out our order, and we have the panel of appraisers that we use, and we look at where the subject property is, and whoever's office is the closest to that subject property, we work on having them assigned to the order. So that's how we do it. Why do they want to work with us? They want to work with us because normally from an appraisal management company standpoint, they charge the client $500. The appraisal management company is probably going to keep a few $100s of that. So maybe the appraiser only makes $350 or $300 of that order. With us, we charge the client the exact same amount. In this example, it's $500. The appraiser gets 100% of that money. So we're not in this business to make money off appraisers. We're in this, or appraisals that is, we're in this business to make sure we're getting the experience right for the client. So because of that, we don't keep any of that money. We make sure 100% of it goes to the best of the best want to work with us. So if you need another reason to work with us, on the next page, we have another opportunity where if somebody is coming to us, you want to offer them a second opinion, we'll meet or beat their offer, or we'll give them a $250 gift card. Now, the only two things I ask, and I think they're reasonable requests, we want to make sure it's an actual offer, and we want to make sure they actually get that offer. So when I say it's an actual offer, we need to see that there's a loan estimate, that it's recently dated. With rates moving all the time, rates move like the stock market. They're constantly adjusting and moving as the market moves. So if you have a loan estimate, but it's from a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, it's an entirely different scenario. So we need to know that it's a recent loan estimate and it's an actual loan estimate. We see things all the time where clients will say, "I'm getting a rate, and it's 1.5%." I said, "Did they send you that in writing?" And by the time they sent it in writing, it came with 5 points and all these extra fees and layers. So we just want to see the actual workup of a full loan estimate. Then we want to see that they actually closed with it. They actually were able to get it. And if they did, we'll give them a $250 gift card. So you can let them know not only do we offer fantastic service, and I don't just say that. Again, that's like my mom saying that I'm handsome. You have to take that with a grain of salt. Again, Mortgage Executive Magazine, Scotsman's Guide, Zillow, the reviews are all out there that say we're an outstanding partner. And if you need any more reason than great service and repeat business, we'll give the client the meet or beat offer to make sure that we're putting them in the absolute best position possible. So that is everything we have to offer. I very, very much appreciate it. Now that the market's opening back up, I'll be coming soon to an office near you. I look forward to meeting you all face to face. And again, we're here to help you. Even if you wanted to send us 100% of your clients, I know that wouldn't happen because there are certain clients that say, "Hey, my third cousin is a lender and I promised him I'd give him an opportunity." But it doesn't mean you won't have questions about those files. It doesn't mean you won't need help on those files. So if you ever need anything, if there's anything we can do to promote your business and move things forward, that's what we're here for. We're happy to help. We want to do whatever we can do to add value to your day. So I very much look forward to calling you. That's my information down there at the bottom. You have local mortgage consultants that are outstanding that will partner with you. But if you ever need anything, call me, text me, email me. I'm absolutely happy to help. And I've got an 8-month-old at home, so I don't sleep a whole lot anyway. So I'm available 24/7, 365 days a year, just like you are. Hope everybody has an outstanding day. Welcome to the company. You picked the best in the business, and excited to meet you all face to face.
Thank you so much, Eric. That was great. So much information. And now we have up next Rob Dutcher from Florida Title and Guarantee. So Rob, it's all yours.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. My name is Rob Dutcher. I'm the Business Development Manager for Florida Title and Guarantee. As you can see in front of us right now, our leadership. We have Jeff, Sherry, and Kelly. So Jeff runs the entire division. Sherry's going to be on your East Coast, and then Kelly's going to be the West Coast manager. You're going to see on any email you get from any of us that the manager will be on there. If you're ever not happy with some response or lack of response, their email is always going to be on there. So Florida Title and Guarantee. What is title? What is Florida Title? Why are we different? Why shouldn't I use somebody up the road? I've used this person before. We are different because we're part of the family. So, I mean, that's the first part about it all. So when this slide is written superior customer service, the answer for the superior customer service is because we're in the offices with you. So unlike title companies I've worked for in the past where I didn't really see anybody other than closing day, I see realtors all day, every day. So it then becomes, obviously, no matter what we think, more important to me to make sure your file is completed. So on top of that, we also, everyone here is licensed. We don't have to be licensed. It's something that we do as a company to make sure that you get the best person to do the best job with the most information. And being licensed is just like being licensed in real estate. We have to take annual tests, and we have to take more classes, and we have to do different things in order to make sure our license is up to date. As I was talking about just before, we are in the offices with you. So once again, what that means is that you're going to see our faces most days. There are offices where we have a closer who's there this day and that day and stuff like that. But in most offices, you can walk right up to us and ask you whatever you want. The other advantage to that is we close in your office. So your customers come to the office when they meet with you. The customers come to your office when they go to close. And also you are paid directly at closing, which is a big deal. Next, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the closing process, okay? And I've been doing this now for 21 years. I've gone to lots of places and people say to me, Rob, what do you do for a living? And I say, title. Nobody knows what it means or why or how. And I've never really been able to give a good explanation other than just, you know, when you buy a house, I'm the people that sit at the table. But there's a lot more that goes into title and a lot more that we're doing back behind the scenes to make sure everything's done. So you're going to see the process starts with the contract and the deposit. So you go out, you do all your hard work, you get our contract, we get the EMD deposit, and we can start to work on our side. So over to the right-hand side of our screen, we can see where title starts, and we do what's called a title search and an exam. And that's a search of public records to make sure the person who's selling the home actually owns the home. And I know it sounds silly because of course they own the home, but they don't always. After that, we issue what's called a title commitment. The title commitment will outline owners, legal descriptions, any requirements that need to be handled, such as payoffs, liens, anything like that. So once we have all of that, the processors can start to obtain different items. So we'll order a survey if it's a lender deal. We'll order the payoff. We'll get the insurance policy, the home insurance policy, to make sure that, obviously, we live in Florida, hurricanes happen, so make sure you have your insurance policy before closing. It'll also include any judgments, foreclosures, legal actions, anything like that on the property. So once we have all of that, then we can send it over to the lender to revise. So at this same time, you're working with Eric and his team. They'll go through the loan application with your buyer. They'll go through everything else. Once the buyer's approved, the mortgage company then comes to us and they send us what's called a lender title request. The lender title request gives us the information that they want, and then we send them a prelim CD. Once we've done that, we're now just kind of waiting for the lender to make sure that the buyer is all set. So once they're set, then we can all schedule the closing. We receive the closing instructions. We prepare all of the documents, we do the closing, we fund it, and then everybody has a new home. So in a nutshell, that's pretty much how it works. It's pretty simple when we break it out like this, but there are lots of complex things that come in throughout the process. And this is where the next slide comes in. So the easiest way to avoid an issue is to know about it up front. So the more information we get in the beginning, the better chance we have of a smooth closing. So clear legal descriptions, full names of all parties. If the seller has an existing title policy, include that. Information sheets with marital status, names to be on the deed, all of their contact information, any and all addendums that we have, important information like, hey, this is going to be a mail away. Because if it's a mail away, obviously we have to plan a little bit better and make sure that we get them out to them so that we get them in back in time in order to fund. Also, recent death of the title holder. So, oh, by the way, Sally's passed away. She was owning it. Well, let us know up front because we probably need a few more things. Use of a power of attorney, property held in a trust or a corporate entity, anything like that, and then also the cooperating broker information. And then any updates on closing changes. So we'll be giving you updates on what's going on our side, but if you know something on your side, let us know so that we can go ahead and account for it up front. You can see, you can ask your branch manager or local reps for our discounts that we have on things like Verizon, Sprint, things like that. The next thing we're going to take a look at is called FTGA Exchange. So once again, we are all part of a larger company, which is HomeServices, obviously. HomeServices owns our title company and additional title companies. They've created a safe and secure way for your buyers and sellers to get information. So what does it do? Information via exchange is more secure than paper and email. Obviously, we talk a lot about fraud and everything like that. Non-personal information won't go back and forth because it's all secure through here. So all of the NPI, financial information, and then it uses what we call, well, everyone calls MFA. And MFA essentially is multi-factor authentication. So that's like when I set up an email account and they say, hey, can we have a phone number? And I'm like, okay. And so if somebody else logs in, I get a text message that says, was this you, yes or no? So multi-factor authentication is another secure way in order for us to give the information over to them. So using the exchange, buyers and sellers can view active and closed transactions from their dashboard. They can view wire instructions. They can chat with us. They can submit documents and they can receive documents. Now, also you could go in and view your active and closed transactions that you have as well. So you will be invited to each one. Once you've set it up once, then you can log in. So if you had an old file and you asked us to send you this completed settlement statement through there, it would be sitting there. You don't have to store it on your computer, hope you find it in your email, anything like that. The most important part about all of it is securely. So wire fraud is a big deal. Wire fraud is taking over the country every single day. There are countless times every day that somebody's trying to steal that information. And essentially what they do is they find out this person's part of a real estate transaction. They'll try and change the wire instructions so that it has a different account number on it so that when you send the money, it doesn't go where it should. So that's why the exchange is so important, because they can view those wire instructions. They can know that they're always correct and that those are the wire instructions they should be using. We also have a fee sheet application, which is available on the Apple Store. I want to say it's available in the Google Store now too. If you have a Google phone, you can look it up, or and then let your broker let me know if it's not there. So other companies have fee apps. That is true. What makes ours different is it was actually developed by me and one of my partners. And essentially what we did was I took the uniqueness of Berkshire Hathaway, Florida and Title and Guarantee, which is 40 offices spread around an entire state where buyer pays this here, seller pays that there, this person wants to do this, and this person needs to do that. The limitations are there on other ones because we have different fees based upon which office you're in, who's paying for what, how everything works. So it is uniquely designed just for us, and it allows you to go ahead and run your own fee sheets on demand. So if you're walking around the grocery store with your I'm a realtor shirt on, like I know everybody says that they should be doing, they can say to you, hey, you're a realtor, I got a house, what do you think? And you know what, you can do a fee sheet right there. You can send it to them via PDF, and then you can go ahead and send it that way. And you can see just kind of the few steps that it takes: closing office, what it's for, who it's for. You put in the information, and that item on the far right, you can see that that would be the actual breakdown or the fee sheet for it. The other thing we're going to talk about real quick is Zocam. Zocam is a way for you to put the EMD directly into the account, or if you bring it to the office, we can do it this way. So once again, safety, security, you not walking around with a check, walking around with a picture of a check, anything like that. So it is only used for earnest money, and the reason it's only used for earnest money is it can only accept checks, and check fraud's kind of a big deal. Then it became less of a big deal because of wire fraud, but now they're both huge deals. So essentially the EMD itself can be put in straight through here. You can bring it to us, we can do it through there, and it's just a quick and easy way for us to go ahead and do it. When you do it, you put in your buyer's information, and then they get a success. So we can see that last success. Everyone gets that success. So the buyer, the buyer's agent, everybody gets it all at one time so that we know that the money's there. And then the other thing that makes us different than other title companies, and once again, I can say this because this is all I know, is the title search offered at listing. So when you go to a listing, before you go to a listing, when you're thinking, hey, so-and-so wants to sell this house, I wonder what it looks like, you can come to us and we will do a title search for you for free. There is not any charge to it. If you decide to not take the listing, if you decide to give the listing to somebody else, it doesn't matter to us. We'll go through and complete the title search for you so that we can show you what will need to be done in order to sell the home. It's another great way of getting rid of those surprises of, oh, by the way, they have a PACE loan, but since nobody knows what PACE loans are or why, then what that means is that they thought they had free money that's going to go on their taxes. The problem is that they record the PACE loan, so the new buyer, if they have a lender, has to get rid of it. Otherwise, the PACE loan would be superior to the mortgage. So it's one tiny thing. Another thing we see a lot of right now are people who say, well, I just have the one mortgage. Well, they have the one mortgage, but they also, during the COVID, got COVID relief. Well, that adds another mortgage onto it, essentially, that covers something else. They don't always know about those. So that's why a title search offered at listing is important. And asking those simple questions, once again, up front, are also important things to do. And real quick, before I go over my time, what I'm going to tell everybody is a simple story of my Mount Dora office. And I worked in the Mount Dora office pre-COVID almost every single day. And I got to know the agents there. And I tell the story because my brother lives 6 houses down from me, and I can walk over there whenever I want. I happen to see the Mount Dora agents more than I saw my brother, and it became family to me. And I know title companies say it, and everyone's going to say, oh, we're family and all that fun stuff. But it really is true. When we are in the trenches with you and we're living it day in and day out with you, we care more. It's only natural to care more. So when you have your title company and you get to pick the title company, I hope you pick us, give us the opportunity. But if you don't pick us, that's fine. Bring us all of your information. Ask us all of the questions. If it's your first closing and you say, well, I'm not sure what any of this means, bring it to your Florida Title and Guarantee representative. We will help you. That's what we're here for. Whether we're going to make a dime off of that transaction or not, we just want to make sure that the next time we see you in the office, you're telling us about your first sale, your first 100 sales, your $1 billion sales, all of that. So once again, thank you, everybody. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a good day.
Thank you so much, Rob. And we did have just a quick verification. Is the FTGA exchange, is that live and available to our sales professionals right now?
It is live. I don't believe everybody's getting invited on every transaction. So if you would like to do it, I would just, as it says, just get with your local title rep and ask them to invite you as the agent.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Great job. All right. Well, it's my pleasure to introduce, and we're going to hear next from our home service plan partner, Caroline Bradley. Caroline, it's all yours.
Good morning, Stacy. Good morning, everyone. I am Caroline Bradley, your account executive for Home Protection, which is also home warranty. We address mechanical failure for systems and appliances in the house. So a little bit about me. I was a realtor prior to coming on board with Cinch. Cinch is headquartered in Boca Raton, Florida, but we're in every state. I cover New Jersey and Florida. I'm married to a full-time realtor, and I love my company. So everyone knows I love my job, and sometimes we wonder why, especially in these HVAC seasons. But to Rob's point, we're in the trenches with you, and I love what he just shared. because we truly are and we care. And spending time I was spending time in offices, we just become family and like family. And I'm looking forward to knowing each and meeting and knowing each and every one of you on this call, on this Zoom. So a little bit about the company. Cinch has been in business for 40 plus years. They are a privately held company. We boast the largest service provider network. Those are the technicians, the plumbers, the electricians, the HVAC professionals that come out to the home and do the service repairs or replacements. How does a home warranty work? So when we talk about listing agents and buyer's agents, it's really just all agents. Whether you're working with someone who's selling their home or working with someone who's purchasing a home, this is a tool that you leverage to really button up the entire transaction, providing peace of mind and protection for a seller should something break from the time they list the property through closing, and to protect a buyer from the time they purchase a home the day of closing for 12 months thereafter. Obviously, you can see our bullet points here. We're available 24/7. We have plans that offer different coverages, 2 price points. All of our service providers are vetted and licensed and bonded and insured, and we do offer a 180-day workmanship guarantee. We'll get in a little bit about buyer and seller coverage now. So what's covered? We call it the peach, but basically appliances, electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling. I like this depiction. I think this is great. This is on page 4 of the brochure. Page 4 is what you all really need to be able to speak to. It provides seller benefits, buyer benefits, and then this dollhouse depiction. It goes around the house and illustrates what's covered. And if you notice, home warranty addresses things in the house, and they're not structural. Structural would be homeowner's insurance, like the roof, the siding, the concrete. These are the actual things in the house: the washer and dryer, the ceiling fan, the microwave, and so on and so forth. Again, here are some points for buyers and sellers. You're providing peace of mind and protection for a seller should a repair be needed before closing. Most sellers, especially in this marketplace, don't want to dive into their pocketbook to make reparations or replacements. They're not offering price adjustments. If anything, they're getting well over ask. However, they do need to make it through closing. So home warranty provides for that. For a buyer, buyers are spending more than ever before to secure a house, and most often we're seeing a multiple offer situations. So again, they're going to take the house the way it is, and sometimes we'll forfeit a home inspection. Okay, so how do we protect them? How do we provide peace of mind? Leveraging the tool of home warranty. We'll cover a buyer from the day of closing for 12 months. Something breaks, they call, they place a claim, we connect them with a service provider, and we make the reparation or the replacement. We repair to replace, which is a wonderful thing because most don't. In Florida, when we have a seller deploy the home warranty on the listing, we just want to make sure that we're always checking the box, right? If we offer it to one, we offer it to all. And for sellers, there is a fee, an extra fee, if they want the coverage through listing. And that is, I believe, in your dashboard on your forms. It's also on the brochure, and we can talk offline more about that. So how are we winning listings with home warranty? Well, for the obvious reasons that I just mentioned: peace of mind, protection against failures through closing, protection for that first year, but also in a multi-offer strategy. And if you're interested in knowing more about this, please connect with me one-on-one. But basically what we're seeing agents do now, buyer agents, is, hey seller, my buyer wants your house, and I will enroll a home warranty and cover you through closing. Even though we're having quick closes, a house could be under contract today and still it wouldn't close perhaps till September 8th. So between now and September 8th, things can break. So in a multiple offer strategy for a buyer, we're saying, hey, seller, pick us because we're going to cover you through closing, and the buyer is getting the benefit of the home warranty anyway. So there are a lot of ways to win listings and purchases with a home warranty when we use it and leverage it as a tool. And we can talk more offline about that. That gives you a brief overview there. This is our brochure. This is the application page of the brochure. Again, we want to offer this to everyone, right? They can either opt in or opt out, hoping to endorse to opt in, right? And this is what you would fill out and send in or do online on your dashboard in your office or with your processor. Each office operates differently. I know Mount Dora has a processor that facilitates the enrollment for you, but agents are responsible to enroll it, to get the invoice, and to make sure that the invoice gets paid at closing. And this is all the tertiary information that we gather at time of enrollment. These are some things that set us apart in our marketplace. So why did Berkshire Hathaway choose Cinch? For other than the fact that we're great and we're dedicated and we have a long-term relationship, we are your only preferred partner affiliate for this. So there are some differentials that separate us from other companies like Old Republic or American Home Shield. One is we offer homeowners insurance deductible reimbursement. So although we don't address those structural issues I mentioned a minute before, we do offer up to $500 per year if a homeowner's insurance claim is placed. So your roof flies off or your siding flies off and your client is placing a homeowner's insurance claim, we will reimburse up to $500 of that deductible for them. So although we don't address that issue, we do provide some provision for it. Emergency lodging. This is a reimbursement for a hotel stay up to $1,200. So if we cannot fix air conditioning or heating or water to the home, typically within 2 days to address it, we will provide emergency lodging. Most often, if it's an HVAC issue, people don't want to leave their home. We do provide reimbursement for portable air conditioning units as well. So claim, no claim is a nice little benefit. It's also an opportunity for us to reach back out to our clients 9 months after the sale, which is always a good touchback time. So if they have not placed a claim, and this is for buyers only, in that first year, within the first 9 months, we will give them a $100 reimbursement for an HVAC maintenance or duct cleaning. And that's really helpful and really appreciated. And it's just a nice little perk and also an opportunity to reach back out to our buyers. Again, this is the PDF enrollment form that you can send to enroll at Cinch HS, but we do have several different paths of enrollment. We have a portal that's super easy, cinchrealestate.com. We have an email path to enrollment, which is enroll@cinchhs.com. We have an 800 number with a live membership services representative. And I believe you also have it in your forms online in your office. Of course, you can always call me. If this is your first time enrolling a warranty or you have questions about coverage, questions about claims, anything home warranty, I am here, call me. I get the calls from 7 in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. And although I don't shout it from the mountaintops that I'm available on weekends and holidays, that is when we work. And yes, I'm fielding calls on July 4th, Sunday at 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. Stuff breaks on holidays, and if you need me, I am there for you. If I don't get back to you right away, rest assured, I'll get back to you within 12 to 24 hours. And that is the end of the presentation. It's a great thing to leverage. It's an awesome tool. Reach out to me. I have a mobile app. My phone number is on the slide. If you text me your name and email, I can text you back the mobile app for all of my information on the brochure. Sits right on your home screen. It's an awesome enterprise app, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Caroline. And as a just a side note, we're recording this session, and we will make sure that all of the slides are available to all the attendees today, and we'll email that out to you probably within the next 24 hours. So it's my pleasure to introduce Sharon Sapp, who is our Vice President of Relocation and Referrals. So Sharon, it's all yours.
Thank you, Stacy. Welcome, everyone. So glad to have you here on Impact Day. I want to give you an overview of our relocation and referral department and how it works for you and how you use it. We are going to tell you a little bit about how to place a referral, about outgoing referrals, and how you qualify to get a referral in your office. And then hopefully answer any questions that you might have at the end. Please mark if you have a question. I'll be more than happy to answer it. Monica McBride is our relocation and referral coordinator here in the department. She handles the broker-to-broker referrals and the outgoing referrals and can assist you on a daily basis with any of your referral needs. We have a very, very large network. It's one of the largest in the world. We belong, of course, to the Berkshire Hathaway family. Our company is also a member of the ERC, and that's the Employee Relocation Council. This is very important because it connects us with brokers around the country, vendors who handle third-party relocation, and also assist corporate transferees with destination and selling their properties. We are a network of large brokers and small brokers. I also am a member of the Advisory Council and Relocation Directors Council. All of our referrals are handled centrally here in our office at the Sales Support Center. We receive the incoming referral and place your outgoing referrals. All referral agreements must be signed by the relocation department. I can't stress to you enough that if you have built a rapport and you get a referral from a cooperating broker and they send you a form that looks like a referral agreement, that immediately needs to be given to your managing broker to review. And then it needs to come down to the relocation department to sign off on. We have saved agents money because you are accepting referrals with a percentage that's not within the norm of the relocation process. And also an agent cannot sign these agreements. It needs to be signed by the relocation department, or if push comes to shove, the managing broker. I can't stress to you enough that we have saved agents a lot of money, and the referrals that come in are not even dated. Usually a referral will be in existence for 18 months to 24 months. And agents are signing these not understanding how the referral works. We still would need information on that referral in our department. So I can't stress that enough. We are also work with Brookfield Global Relocation Services. This is a very large third-party relocation company that handles corporate relocations around the world. It's been a partner of ours for many years. We also work with over 22 different relocation companies for our corporate business. We are very happy to have received many awards over the years for performance. And I must say that it's our agents in the field, the relocation agents that have taken their certification courses and passed for listings, corporate listings, and for corporate buyers. Without these agents in the field converting these transferees and making them very happy in their homes and in their moves, we would not be receiving these awards. So I always bow down to our agents on our team. And I'll talk a little bit more later on about how you become a member of our relocation team. Broker-to-broker referrals, as I mentioned, Monica handles these, and these are our incoming referrals from our network of brokers, and you as agents are placing outgoing referrals. We track these in our tracking system, and we require that you do status update reports on a referral that you may have gotten from your managing broker. Corporate relocation, separate part of our relocation department. Again, this is where I was talking about working with corporate transferees who need to sell their home in Texas and move to Florida, or vice versa. We pretty much hand carry those people through their whole process. This is a dedicated team of agents that work with corporate relocation referrals. Again, we follow up with the agents. The reason we ask you to please let us know about your referrals. If you're placing an outgoing referral, we will place that for you. We will do the a referral agreement. We officially make sure it is taken into that company. We do status updates to make sure your referral is placed. And again, if you request wanting to speak to the agent who's going to be assigned, that is fine. We encourage you to do that so that you build a rapport with the agent that's going to be handling your outgoing referral. And also on incoming referrals, if you receive the referral from your managing broker, and I want to let you know that you need to be a Prima member in order to receive our broker-to-broker referral. So you need to speak to your managing broker, and the managing broker does place those referrals when Monica sends them out to the branch. We also make sure that referral fees are paid. Very, very important. If you're working with an agent that has sent you a referral, if we don't know about it, we cannot track and try to get you paid. So I can't emphasize this enough. We're here to service you and make sure that your referrals are taken care of and that you also get paid. I want to guess this is a part of the presentation that I like, because it seems like after every impact day, agents realize, oh my goodness, outgoing referrals, how I can work them and then also have a little extra money in my pocket. The quickest way for these opportunities is if you're joining our company as a new agent, or experienced or new agent, and you are letting your friends, past customers, anyone that you have come in contact, hopefully you're sending out a notice letting them know you've joined Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty. And ask the question, can I assist you? They may not be looking to sell their home right now or purchase something, but they may have a friend or you have a relative that is looking to buy. Now keep in mind, we can place outgoing referrals anywhere in the country for you. They don't need to be moving to Florida. You can have somebody who lives in Pennsylvania who wants to go to Texas. That's an outgoing referral. We do their listing referral for Pennsylvania, and we get you the destination referral for Texas. So I just want to make sure you remember that every opportunity is a referral opportunity. And these are some of the suggestions of where you might be able to contact folks. And open houses are great. We're back now with open houses. I know the market is crazy, but once we go back to where you'll be handling regular open houses, every person that walks in that house most likely has to sell something in order to buy. So you need to ask, do you need to sell your home? Where are you coming from? They may be trying to get rid of a second home and want to have more permanent residence here. So these are just tips on how you can ask for the business. Anywhere you go, keep your bean badge on, ask for the business. Okay, now in order to place your referral, we do have an outgoing referral form. It's on our intranet. You can fill out that form online and it will automatically be imported to our relocation tracking system. When it comes in, Monica gets notified that the referral is sitting there. She can open it, read it, add it to our system, and then acknowledge that we've got it. If there are any questions, she will give you a call to confirm. And you can, again, we want you to request to speak to a site agent prior to your customer being contacted. We always like that rapport, and it makes your customer feel more comfortable that you've chosen the right company and the agent. We will be utilizing our Berkshire Hathaway affiliates around the country. We also have other brokers that we have done business with for years that we may not have privilege with a Berkshire Hathaway company, and we'll also find a broker if we haven't used anyone in some of the small towns that we do get requests for. So we will search that company, we'll make sure they're legitimate, and also that they can service your client. And then we will request an update on a regular basis on how your referral is doing, so you know every month what is happening. This is a sample of the outgoing referral form that we just spoke about. It's automatic. It's on the intranet. So you will look for outgoing referral form, open it, fill it out, hit the button, and it will come automatically into our relocation department. Now, feel free also to give a call if you have any questions, and we can also assist you in any other way. Now, this is the good part. Show me the money. We always want those outgoing referrals because you can make money. That's the little perk. If you had a sale for an outgoing referral, $250,000, you're at a 60% agent split, your check would be $1,057.50. Now that's not too bad for just getting a name and a number and sending the outgoing referral. Next slide, Stacey. Okay, same sale, and you're on a 75% split, you would receive $1,321.88. Again, a great closing, a little money in your pocket just for sending your outgoing referrals. So I can't emphasize enough that when you're working with clients, and say you don't get that listing, but please ask them, where are you going? Can I assist you with your destination? And we want to make sure that we're utilizing our 31 offices in the state of Florida. Now, you cannot believe how many people move within the state of Florida, and our agents assist them. We will get you with an agent that can assist you as well as anywhere in the state of Florida or in the United States. So just please keep that in mind. We don't want you to lose an opportunity to work with your client, service them, and also get some money. Stacy, do we have any questions right now?
Yeah, thanks, Sharon. I was actually answering a question. Sorry, I missed that slide transition. So one of the questions was, where can we find that relocation online form? And it is on our intranet. I'll show you how to get there during my presentation, but it's under the section called Tools and Resources, and there's a whole entire area for relocation and referrals, so you can find the form right there. It also happens to be in Monica McBride's email signature, which is very clever.
Okay, thank you, Stacy. So there's no other questions?
Nope, not at this time.
Okay,
Thank you so much, Sharon.
Okay, there's my contact information. If you want any more information on what we do and how we can help you in the relocation department, please contact me. Thanks for your attention today. Enjoy. Bye.
Great. Okay, so again, we went over a ton of information today, and I'm so happy and pleased to be able to present to you all of our e-commerce and marketing tools. What you see on the screen is bhhs.com, which is the brand's global network website. And this website is translatable in 12 different languages and has 47 currencies. You will appear here, and so will you, and all of your listings with you as the contact. And consumers, when they visit bhhs.com, they can search for an agent by language or designation. And as Carol suggested, if you happen to fluently speak another language, let your manager know. Make sure it is in your online profile. And if you have any designations, make sure that they're in your profile as well. And when somebody finds you in the agent search results, they can contact you from your email address that you have in the Resource Center under the Contact Me, and then in the agent details, they can read more about your profile, maybe connect with you on your social profile links, and much more information. So check out your profile in the Resource Center, make sure your photo's there, make sure your name is spelled correctly, you're in the right office, and your phone number and email address are correct. And like I mentioned, the agent detail links, social media, they can link to your designations. It has all of your current active listings and also your closed transactions from the past 24 months. The world's a big place, and Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices global syndication strategy strives to capitalize consumer preferences and search patterns to keep our listings in front of the world's most serious and qualified home buyers. Part of our global listing syndication strategy includes Jawai.com. Jawai.com is China's largest international property portal that attracts more than 2 million affluent Chinese consumers monthly. All of our listings appear here. And I'm sharing all of this information with you. So when you're on that listing appointment, you can win that listing because they're going to want to know where you advertise their property, where it's going to go, and this gives you the tools and information to share that with them. We also partner with the Financial Times of London, so our listings appear here. One of our important partners is Wall Street Journal, and all of our listings appear on WSJ Real Estate section, again with you as the contact. And any listing that you have that's $1 million and above also appears on mansionglobal.com, which is Wall Street Journal's premier luxury website. And also in relation with the Wall Street Journal, our listings appear on Wall Street Journal Europe and Asia, and a ton of branding on Mansion Global's WeChat channel. So Berkshire Hathaway's Cabernet and Cream is everywhere with the Wall Street Journal. And we also have this global listing syndication PDF, and this is great to include in your listing presentation as well. And this just talks about our global syndication strategy, where our listings appear on a global basis. And you can download this PDF on the Resource Center, which is bhhsresource.com, and just search in the search bar Good to Know, and it's called Good to Know Global Listing Syndication. The Resource Center. BHHS Resource Center is the intranet for all 50,000 Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices sales professionals worldwide. And you make sure you know what your username and password is to log into the Resource Center, because this is pretty much your hub for all the things we're discussing today. So if you have any questions with anything on the Resource Center, we have a customer success team available to you. They're available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., and you can call them or email them with all your questions. Once you're logged into the Resource Center, this is what the homepage looks like. First thing you're going to want to do is check your profile. Remember I said you want to make sure your photo's there, your contact information is correct, your email address, as well as you can set up your social links to show up on your profile on bhhs.com. So just kind of review that profile. You're just going to have to do that one time. One of the things I do want to point out on the homepage of the Resource Center is the link to Marketing Resource. Marketing Resource is your one-stop online location for all your marketing materials. And this has, when you take a new listing, there's over 3,000 templates available to you in Marketing Resource. And a lot of those have MLS integration. And what that means to you is when you have a listing and maybe you want to create an e-card and send out a just listed postcard, e-card, or you want to create a flyer for the property in the home, or if you're having an open house and you want to shoot out an e-card. Once you select that e-card template or that flyer template, then it's going to ask you what MLS number you want to associate that asset to. And once you do that, it'll pull in all the information, the photo, the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the details, and you can use it as is, or you can modify it as you need to. But in just a couple of clicks, you have a beautifully, professionally designed marketing piece that's ready to go. We also added the 2020 NAR profile of home buyers and sellers Did You Know campaign. So there's 9 e-cards in Marketing Resource that you can just set up and schedule and send out to your customers. There's also access to the BHHS mobile video app, and this is available to you just as a benefit from being with our company. Mobile videos are kind of like the new black. Videos are everywhere, and this allows you to create really very nice professional looking videos in just a couple of minutes. So the way that you want to do this is when you're logged into Marketing Resource, you're going to click on the Video Creation tab, and then you're going to want to set up your account and then download the app. And you can learn how to do that in just about a couple of clicks. So available also on the homepage is in the upper left-hand corner, there's what it looks like a tic-tac-toe board, and this is what we call the app launcher. And for our sales professionals that may also do commercial real estate within our company, you can have access to Commercial Resource. And the Commercial Resource is where you can set up your profile, you can add your commercial listings, and as you do this, they'll appear on the Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Commercial Services website, which is bhhscre.com. So again, if you also do commercial real estate, or if you only do commercial real estate, make sure to get with your manager so they can set up your role to access the Commercial Resource. I just want to review a couple of questions. I see that they're coming in. So let me, before we go on. So one of the questions is, do we have access to the Mansion Global WeChat channel? You should. So if you go to WeChat and go to Mansion Global, you should be able to see that. If you have any questions on that, contact the customer support line at the number that I gave to you earlier, the 855 number, and they should be able to assist you. And if for some reason you're not getting the answer that you're looking for, if you have additional questions that they can't answer for you, you can always email our e-commerce department at ecommerce@bhhsfloridarealty.com, and we'll be able to help you. One of the other questions, where can I get training on sending postcards? Specifically, I want to send out sun statistics on a postcard. Is that through the resource success team as well? So yes, I would use Marketing Resource to do that. When you log into Marketing Resource, you can just pick a template for an e-card to send out, and you can customize it to your own. If you have sun statistics in a PDF, you can upload that PDF in your Marketing Resource Center and then send out that PDF through an e-card to your database. Back to the homepage of the Resource Center, there's what we call the Learn Center. And the Learn Center takes you to everything, every training class. There's on-demand classes, anything that you want to learn about, whether it's Sage CRM, if you want to market to luxury collection, maybe you want to build a business plan, maybe you want to get together how to maybe even create a database. All of this information is jam-packed specifically for you, our sales professionals with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Just check out the Learn Center and search for any topic on the homepage. There's so many resources. What I suggest, if I were you, I would go in there, check it out, and commit to at least 1 or 2 training classes every month, and I guarantee it will have a positive impact on your bottom line at the end of the year. Again, there's training for everything, new agents, marketing property. Definitely take the time to check it out. All right, back to the homepage of the Resource Center. There's also access to Lead Resource. Lead Resource takes you over to our company dashboard for all of our sales professionals within Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty. So you have a dashboard and a CRM available to you here as well. You being with our company, you actually have 2, one being Lead Resource and the other one being Sage CRM. Within Lead Resource Center dashboard, there's a services tab on the left-hand side that talks about all of our services with links over to our services available to you as being part of our company. Same thing, first time you're there, check out the personal profile, make sure your photo's there, make sure your contact information is up to date and correct, because Lead Resource is what shows up on our company website, which is bhhsfloridarealty.com. One of the other nice features within Lead Resource, you can send a quick email, you can set up action plans for your customers, and do a ton more. One of the other things, back to the homepage of the Resource Center, there's Buyer Match. And what Buyer Match we have available to all of our sales professionals is through our partnership with BuySide. We have the upgraded version of Buyer Match, which is BuySide, and this tool allows you to capture seller leads, win more listings, and close more transactions. And the way that you do that is by visiting your Buyer Match dashboard. You're going to see a link called a home valuation site. And pretty much this is an advanced lead generation for sellers. And every one of our sales professionals has their own URL to capture seller leads and to provide sellers an estimate of their home's value instantly. And when somebody visits your own unique URL, they can type in their property address and instantly get back 3 estimates of value. And it's designed to give them the information with just a general review of possibly of what their home could be worth. But they can set up to receive that on a monthly basis. And if they do, you'll get notified via your email. But also it's designed for them to ask questions because there's such a different range of value that ask you questions of why there's such a big range of value. And you can use your expertise to do that. Included on the online report that they instantly get, that you don't have to do a thing, they can get recent nearby sales. And again, this is what your unique home home valuation URL looks like. It's branded to you with your contact information, and you can use this link and market it anywhere. You have this right now as at your fingertips, ready for you to use. And the URL is always the same, propertyvalues.bhhsfloridarealty.com/your email address. So whatever email address you have in the Resource Center, that's the email address that you use at the back end of this extension. And again, this is where you find it on the homepage of the Resource Center under Buyer Match. One of the other things that we have available to you is social media resource. Social media resource allows you to provide relevant content to be auto-posted and branded to you through your business Facebook page, your Twitter account, and your LinkedIn profile. It's pretty much your set it and forget it. One of the other nice things that we offer, again, Carol mentioned it briefly, was access to our benefits and discounts as being part of the Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices network. And these are a lot of the benefits that you see on the screen from Verizon, Geico, AT&T, Tiffany, and Sprint. And that's home services. You've heard from our partners today from Prosperity Home Mortgage. You haven't heard from Home Services Insurance, but that's another one of our in-house partners. So we also provide an insurance partner and our Florida Title and Guarantee Agency. All of this is part of your team. Some of the other preferred service partners that we have is Amerispec Home Inspection Service, VHT for our luxury collection photography partner, Sudeth Relocation, Express Talks for direct mail, DuPont Registry, and the Wall Street Journal. With Sudeth Relocation, there is a declutter and moving services program. So if your seller or buyers are in need of a moving service, you can reach out to Sudeth Relocation and we'll make sure that your customers are well taken care of. One of the other things I wanted to remind you of is that make sure that you have your account for RPR. This is Realtors Property Resource. This is a benefit to you from being part of the National Association of Realtors. And RPR allows you, if you're not familiar with it, to allow you to tell the story of a home, neighborhood, or city beyond just the listing. It compiles a beautiful report, easy to use system that will blow away your buyers and your sellers. If you're going on that listing appointment, log into your RPR account, pull up a property report, and make sure you include this in your presentation as well. Once you have your account set up, your username and password, make sure you download the app on your mobile device. Talked a lot about our national initiatives. Now I'm going to talk about your company initiatives. And introducing our Luxury Collection of Florida marketing program. This provides maximum exposure for your luxury listings. So when you're on that luxury listing appointment, offer this one-of-a-kind program. It's 100% company paid, and I guarantee it will allow you to win that luxury listing. We partner with the DuPont Registry. So hopefully you've seen copies of our Luxury Collection of Florida magazine in your offices. And we print this beautiful magazine 4 times a year. It's a 40-page soft cover magazine, but we also partner with the DuPont Registry to insert our magazine directly into their distribution. So our magazine gets mailed and shipped directly to 80,000 of their subscribers, which happen to be celebrities, executives, sports figures. It's targeted at international buyers in airports and airplanes, and copies of the DuPont Registry are also sold in bookstores. So our Luxury Collection of Florida magazine, again, additional copies are distributed among all of our offices, and all of our luxury listings will be advertised for the life of the listing. We also hire a professional photographer to go out and take photos, but we also provide additional online exposure through the DuPontRegistry.com, digital magazine, enhanced digital magazine, and enhanced digital marketing to drive even more traffic to our luxury listings. We have a digital version of our Luxury Collection of Florida magazine, and we partner with the Wall Street Journal. Like I said, we hire a professional photographer also, all company paid, to meet you at the property to take photos of your luxury property that you can use in your marketing and we can use in the publication. The tour is created automatically. You get copied of it. The tour, you can put it into your MLS. It goes on our company site, the national site, all of our Prima agent websites, gets posted on Realtor.com, YouTube, and the Wall Street Journal. We do have requirements, minimum requirements for a property to be included in this marketing. The property must be in the top 10% of the market area, at least a 6-month listing agreement, and at least a 3% commission on the listing side. All of our branch managers are well versed in our Luxury Collection of Florida marketing program, but also we have all the details, all the minimum qualifications, the application, the Luxury Collection presentation, all of the tools that you need available on our intranet, which is different than the Resource Center. And I'll talk about that in just a minute. Just as a reminder, this one-of-a-kind Luxury Collection of Florida marketing program is 100% company paid. And we're fortunate enough to have Michelle Serrano, who is our Luxury Collection of Florida marketing manager, and our company's social media manager there to assist you and answer all your questions. Her contact information is on the screen. She works in our sales support center in Sunrise, and she's available to you Monday through Friday. So let's continue with some of our other technology and marketing tools. I'm just going to take a minute and see if there's any other questions at this time. So hang on. So somebody wanted to know what the e-commerce email address is. So you can email e-commerce at bhhsfloridarealty.com and it reaches my department and we'll be able to assist you. And we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Another question we have, what is the dollar value of a luxury listing today? It depends on your marketplace. Each one of our offices, cities, counties has minimum price points, and those qualifications can be found on our intranet under the Market Your Listings Luxury Collection tab. And you'll see specifically the city that or the county that the property is in, and it will give you that benchmark. So our company website I mentioned is bhhsfloridarealty.com. So you're listed here and all of your listings will appear here and you are the contact on all of your listings. So we talk about a lot of different websites, but this is what we call our path of a listing diagram. And this is available to you to download. I suggest you take this with you on a listing appointment. And this shows the seller exactly what happens to the property after you enter it into the MLS and everywhere it goes, everywhere it's advertised online. You should be well versed on this as well as your sellers. And oh yeah, we tweet about all of our new listings as well. So as you take the listing, put it in the MLS, it comes with into our automated virtual tour system, which I'll talk about as well very shortly. We'll tweet about it and put it out on our Twitter account. You're the contact, connects them to your Paradigm property tour as well. We also syndicate all of our listings to the International MLS. And this is a global portal with more than 1 million listings available in 60 countries. So when you're on that listing appointment, you can confidently tell your seller that not only will you enter their listing in the local MLS, but it will also appear in the International MLS. And we also have an added benefit just for our realtors within our company. So on the lead resource dashboard under the services tab, there's a link over to imls.com. And this is where you can set up your profile, where you can make sure your photo is there and enhance your profile on the International MLS. Add your service area. So no matter where a buyer is looking for around the world, if they're looking for a realtor in your service area, they can find you. One of the other tools that we offer to you automatically that is designed to help you win more listings and wow your sellers is our automated digital listing ad program. Anytime you take a listing within 24 to 48 hours, we automatically create a customized ad tailored to you and your property. And it goes on the web, Facebook, and Instagram. And these digital ads are sent out through behavioral targeting within a 15-mile radius of that property to website visitors who actually raised their hand and are interested in real estate. And this ad lasts for 7 days and it's all company paid. And it goes everywhere these potential buyers go on Facebook, mobile, or the web. And this digital listing ad campaign, again, 100% company paid. There's a video that explains this digital ad program, and you can download this listing presentation video. It's just maybe like a minute long, and have it with you whenever you're on a listing appointment. And this is available to you in marketing resource. Just put in listing video and this will pop up. Again, it's through our partners at AdWorks, and show it whenever you're on a listing appointment, or send the link ahead of time to your sellers, showing them how you're going to market their property through your digital ad program. So a couple of points on this program is that, like I said, within 24 to 48 hours after you enter the listing into the MLS, you'll receive an email from AdWorks. As soon as you see that email, you're going to want to log into your AdWorks dashboard and add your seller's email address. Because just as your ad appears to those buyers within a 15-mile radius of that property for 7 days, we want that ad to appear also on your seller, in front of your seller on their computer or their mobile device. It will follow them around for 7 days. But the key is to add your seller's email address. So again, once you do that, once you set up your seller, as part of the campaign, they'll receive the statistics. You will look like a digital marketing rock star, and you pretty much don't have to do a thing other than add your seller's email address to the campaign. To access your AdWorks dashboard, what you're going to do is log into the resource center. Remember that tic-tac-toe looking board, and once you, which is called the app launcher, once you click on that, which is right there, you'll see access to the AdWorks dashboard. One of the other things that we do automatically for you is we provide a website for every one of our listings. So once you enter a listing into the MLS, it has that MLS number. Then if you go to bhsfloridarealty.com/the MLS number, it will go directly to that property website. You are listed as the contact. Any inquiry from that listing goes directly to you. On this property details page, there's market snapshot, community information, trends, multiple photos, virtual tour link. People can request a showing, all kinds of information. So show your sellers how you're going to market their property online as well. For all of our Prima agents, you can do the same exact thing with your Prima website. Just go to primawebsite.com/MLS number, and it will take consumers directly to that property details page. Like I said, people can request a showing. They can do one of two things. If they'd rather do it in person, they can request an in-person showing, or they can request a virtual showing directly on the website. Also on this property details page, this is pretty cool. You can instantly see how many times the property's been viewed. So you may want to check this out as well and share this with your sellers. Like I said, we offer Prima. It's actually Prima Pro. To all of our sales professionals, and this stands for the Platinum Real Estate Internet Marketing and Mobile Advantage. It's our own in-house technology package for our sales professionals. If you wanted to see what an example of a Prima website is, you can just go to primawebsite.com. As a Prima agent, your customers, your buyers can search all of the IDX properties, but you're the contact on all of those listings. So if you happen to be a newer agent or don't have that many listings, especially in this environment, when they go to your website, you have all of the properties available with you as the contact. So you don't want your buyers going to Realtor.com or Zillow. You want them to stay on your website, and this is a great reason of why to be part of our Prima program. And we had talked about your home valuation site, that own property values site that every one of our agents has. Well, as a Prima agent, we already connected it to your Prima website. So when you go to your Prima website, when you see in the middle of the homepage, what is your home worth, it specifically already is automatically linked over to your home valuation site. One of the other benefits of being a Prima agent is that we have a new construction tab that we automatically update with new construction inventory that are included with our new construction hub partners. We also have a news section which has all of the updated real estate information of everything that's going on within the real estate industry. So it keeps consumers engaged on your website, up to date. There's cool videos that are available, but also people can subscribe to your monthly newsletter. You don't have to do a thing. It's automatically done, automatically written for you. You can just sign up people on your own, your customers. Maybe you meet somebody at an open house and you want to stay connected to them. Go to your website as a Prima agent, click on the news tab, subscribe them to your monthly newsletter, and every month they'll automatically receive Home Matters newsletter. They're written by the real estate professionals at RIS Media, and you don't have to do a thing. We also have Google Translator, so if somebody comes to your site and speaks another language, they can translate your website into other languages as well. And it's built in responsive design, so no matter what device the consumers are looking at property on, they all have the same experience. One of the other advantages of being a Prima member is that we partner with Realtor.com. So all of your listings on Realtor.com, you are the contact. So anytime a lead comes in on any one of your listings as a Prima agent, it goes directly to you. And this is what it looks like. Again, a great thing to share with your sellers whenever you're on a listing appointment as a Prima agent. Built in is our 5 Street, which is our immediate contact response system. So within just a couple of seconds, you can find out more information on any lead that comes in from your website or your listing on Realtor.com. And you can, if they have a social media profile on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter, you can instantly be connected to their social media sites as well. And they get an automatic response from you saying, hey, thanks for your inquiry. What's the best time to reach out to you? A little bit more about Prima. We're waiving our setup fee, so there's no setup fee. And if you're interested, if you haven't signed up already but are interested in our services, you can sign up today. It's $99 a month, and you could take advantage of our Prima Advantage. And if you wanted to, as an existing Prima agent, we also have an SSL upgrade. So if you wanted your website to be HTTPS instead of HTTP, you can now upgrade. It's now available to you. Just send us an email at e-commerce and we'll get you all the information on that. To do that upgrade, it's $60 a year. And that's it. It's pretty easy to set up. We talked a lot about our intranet. And to access that, again, this is different than the Resource Center. You can access our intranet, which is specific only to you, our Florida Realty sales professionals. You can access it at floridarealtyintranet.com. And all of this Prima information that I just went over, we have a specific Prima info tab. Click on that and you'll see everything about Prima there. To access our Florida Realty Intranet, you can either go directly to the link at Florida Realty Intranet, or if you happen to be on our company website, just scroll to the bottom and click on the Intranet tab. The username for the intranet is the same for everybody in our company. It's Florida Realty, all lowercase. The password is unique to your branch office. So whatever branch office number your branch office number is, that's the password that you use to log into our intranet. If you're not sure what your branch office number is, just reach out to your branch office manager or administrator, and they're happy to provide that to you. It could be 7545, 7529, 7533, and that's the password. Once you're logged in, you'll see all kinds of stuff. I had mentioned to you a whole tab on Luxury Collection of Florida Marketing, and that is under Market Your Listings. But there's also listing presentation materials that are available. That online relocation referral tab is under the Tools and Resources under Relocation. So all of this information. One of the digital presentation books we have available to you right now, if you go to floridarealtylistingbook.com, it's going to pull up a digital magazine. It's just a generic overview of what we can do from a company standpoint, who we are, and why your customers want to work with us. So I would check it out. You can use it as your own. You can just use this as your listing presentation if you wanted to, or you can also download this PDF and and just kind of maybe pick and choose the pages that you want to include as part of your listing presentation. Like I said, all of our Luxury Collection of Florida materials are available here, including the qualifications, the application, an overview of our program, the distribution network. So all of the links are available to you right here. One of the other important things I want to point out is that you have access to the Florida Do Not Call list. It's the same as the National Do Not Call list. We update this list every 30 days. So if you are cold calling for prospecting, you still need to check that Do Not Call list to make sure that that consumer is not on that do not call list. And you can search 10 numbers at a time. So it will tell you instantly, yes, you can, or no, you can't. And like I said, we have all the phone numbers in Florida. But this does not count for people that are that reach out to you and ask for more information. So if they do that, they're giving you permission to contact them. This is only if you're cold calling, like just calling a random numbers, you don't know who they are. You need to check this list first. We also have a link to our preferred service partners. We have a lot of them, but a couple of them that I want to point out is Express Docs. So if you're looking to do a direct mail campaign in your farm area or a just listed or just sold campaign, go to expressdocs.com, BHHS Florida Realty, and they have all of our professionally designed looking postcards. Their product is fantastic. Their customer service is fantastic. So this is who we recommend for that. One of the other things we offer to you is Toolkit CMA. We know that you have a lot of different CMA programs available within your local MLS, but if you needed a differentiator, maybe to look a little bit different in your marketplace, you may want to check out what Toolkit CMA is. And this just kind of has all of our branded marketing materials, just a little bit more professional. They have a digital format, which looks fabulous on a mobile device, but it is a pay service. We offer it to you at a discount. So if you're interested in signing up for Toolkit CMA, it's $100 for the year for unlimited use. They have flyers, they have for sale by owner presentations, but it's just a really good marketing tool as well. We prorate it depending on what month you sign up. I think because it's July, I think it's now like $54 from now until the end of the year. So if you want a Toolkit CMA, it's pretty affordable. Paradigm is also one of our partners, and we automatically create tours for you. When you enter a new listing, put it into the MLS and add at least 6 photos. These tours are automatically created for you. There's no extra work that you need to do. Price and status changes are automatically done, but you can log into your Paradigm account and maybe edit your tour. Maybe you want to rearrange the photos. Maybe you want to change the voiceover. Maybe you wanted to add a video. Maybe customize it a little bit more, but everything is created automatically. But this is also where you can host a virtual open house. And we pay for all of our sales professionals to have a Paradigm account, but you can hold a virtual walkthrough, chat with customers, set up a Zoom meeting, which means that you can stay connected anywhere, anytime. There's also a mobile agent app that you can download and have on your mobile device as part of your Paradigm account. So check it out. If you want more information, just email us and we're happy to give it to you. One of the other things we want to wow your customers with, and you can do this instantly with Agent Icon. And Agent Icon is a company paid benefit available to you, our sales professionals, and it's super cool. And I want you to try it out today. What you want to do is take a picture in landscape mode, not portrait mode, because they come out a little bit better. It could be anything. It could be a home. It could be of your customers. It could be of your farm area, maybe the beach. Take a picture and text the image to the number that you see on the screen, 954-869-9543, and see what happens next. You instantly get back camera-ready branded images that can be used for social posts, such as new listings, open houses, virtual open houses, happy customers, and more. And this would be pretty cool when you're going on that listing appointment while you're outside. Take a picture of the house before you go in, and you'll have those images automatically on your phone all ready to go, so you can wow your sellers and let them know as soon as they're ready to sign, you're ready to post and start marketing their property. There's a video that shows you how to incorporate all of this into your marketing and learn a little bit more about it than my 10-second presentation. And you can watch the video at agenticon.com/BHHSFR. Or if you happen to be in Marketing Resource on the Resource Center, just search Agent Icon and Kelly's video will pop up. It's about 2 minutes long, and you can learn a little bit more about that. One of the other things that happens with Agent Icon is that every day you're going to receive an image of the day to post. And the subject line says your daily social media content to post. And within this email is going to be the image of the day, where you can just click on it, download it, and it's ready to go to post to your social media. So every morning you'll get this email. add posts at agenticon.com to your address book so it goes in your inbox and not in your spam. And you know that every day you can check out the image, post it, and know that you're good for the day. But if you didn't want that image, there's all kinds of other things available within their video library. And you can think of Agent Icon as your social media assistant. One of the other cool things that we offer as our company is our Forever Concierge program. And this is a complimentary service available for you and your customers. And this allows you along the lines that you are their realtor for life. And it's real estate's forever brand. And this is why we offer our Forever Concierge program to you. There's no cost, like I said, for you or your customers. It's just a service, an added benefit with being part of our company and our family of services. To find more information about your Forever Concierge program, it's available on the homepage of our intranet at floridarealtyintranet.com. And this service is powered by MoveEasy. So more to come on that probably in about a month, because I know there's some very nice updates that are going on with Forever Concierge. So stay tuned. The importance of email. Please make sure that your administrator and your branch office manager has your current email address and that it's on all of your profiles. And I would try to stay as consistent as possible with your professional email address. Whatever email address you have in the Resource Center, make sure it's also on our company website. Make sure it's also in your MLS. Make sure it's also in your Realtor.com profile and your Zillow profile, because that email address just makes things so much more seamless. And make sure you're receiving emails from us. We rely heavily on email. Again, with 1,600 sales professionals throughout the state, we send updates almost every week, and we want to make sure that you stay informed. If you wanted a company email, we're happy to provide one to you. It would be your first name, last name at bhhsfloridarealty.net. We offer it through a GoDaddy webmail. It's fully, it can be fully synchronized on your mobile or desktop, because it's an IMAP account, and it offers unlimited storage, 256-bit encryption, and it's just a little bit more professional than a Yahoo or a Gmail, and we're happy to set that up. There's no charge for that at all. So if you're interested, just let your branch office manager, your branch office administrator know that you'd like a company email. And one of the things, you can do it as a standalone if you wanted to, or if you wanted to forward it to another account, you could do that too. But again, I don't really care what email address you have, as long as you're receiving our emails and it's consistent. I would love for you to market yourself with a Berkshire Hathaway email, but it's not required. Like I said, we communicate to you all the time. Ray Mesa, our president and CEO, sends you an email every day. You should be receiving this in your inbox as part of our company, and it's the Industry Insider. And it just allows you to stay up to date and informed with everything that's happening within the real estate industry. There's going to be helpful articles to just let you stay current with everything, and maybe some of the articles you'd like to share with your customers as well. If you're not receiving these from us, please email me at ecommerce@bhhsfloridarealty.com, and we'll make sure that you're added to our distribution list. Forms. We have Form Simplicity Ultimate Edition for all of our sales professionals. This is the upgraded version that gives you unlimited e-signing and unlimited storage for your transactions. And you can access Form Simplicity, and this is where all of your listing packages, all your rental forms, all your sales contracts are available to you. Typically within your MLS, you can click on Form Simplicity and you can be taken to the same place. But if you wanted to just bookmark it on your desktop computer, you can go to bhhsfr.formsimplicity.com and go directly to Form Simplicity that way too. I went over a lot of information today, and I know there's no way to comprehend it. Like I said, I'm recording this session, and you'll have access to all of these slides that you can reference at any time. But you can also go to our digital flipbook at floridarealtymarketing.com, and it kind of reviews everything that we're going over today as well. Help. You've probably seen this in your office, but this is available as a PDF too, that you may want to have at your fingertips on your local computer too, and maybe print it out and put it in your daytimer if you still have those. But it allows you to access with phone numbers, email addresses for all of our partners. So if you have a question about Paradigm, contact them directly. Have a question on Express Text, you can contact them directly and just tell them you're part of our company, and I guarantee you they will take very good care of you. Sabrina Lucania, she is our e-commerce manager. She's also available via phone and email. You can access her Monday through Friday if you have any questions. But like I said, the easiest way to reach out is email ecommerce@bhhsfloridarealty.com with your questions, and we're happy to assist. One of the other things, please, I am so happy to introduce to you the IQ system and the Real Estate Influencer Network. And this is one of the last things I'm going to share with you today. I know we're coming up to our time. Thank you for staying on the call for 2 hours. But Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices is home to an industry-first program that's designed to eliminate the real estate loyalty gap. The National Association of Realtors states that 91% of buyers surveyed said they'd utilize the same real estate agent again on their next transaction, but only 13% of those actually do. This is what is known as that 78% is what's known as the real estate loyalty gap. And this is where the IQ system comes into play. The IQ system is designed to close that loyalty gap, and it's available to you now on the Resource Center. It's a transformational real estate platform that is designed to exponentially increase the performance and productivity of you, our sales professionals. And this combines our Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices brand, marketing resources, and technology with progressive education, training, coaching, and consulting. This system and its related influencer network has been created to elevate your range, reach, and influence by providing you essential tools and insights to build stronger and more valuable long-term relationships with customers and prospects. To access this fabulous system, when you're logged into the Resource Center, you're going to see a tile called the IQ system in the upper left-hand corner. When you click on that, you're going to see a pop-up window that has a video. Watch the video, it's about 2 minutes long, and then opt in to join the IQ network. Hit submit, and then you're going to have access to the most dynamic and collaborative collection of assets and resources that will propel you as an influential thought leader with your customers in your service area and beyond. In today's marketplace, content is the currency that builds trust and influence. You'll have such an abundance of ever-evolving content that you can use for blog posts, social media posts, email marketing that will consistently and rhythmically reinforce and amplify your position as the most trusted real estate professional today. And you're going to be there for every stage of your customer's life. And this allows you to be real estate's forever agent. One of our agents that joined our company recently said, I was blown away with all of the content that's available in the IQ system. I used to pay so much money for these services, up to $10,000, and this campsite alone is worth its weight in gold. And Alan Dalton is the co-creator of the IQ system. If you're not familiar with Alan, he is a former president of Realtor.com. He happens to be our senior vice president of research and development. And he said the strategic content that we offer to our sales professionals is unprecedented. He said, after all my years in the industry, I've never come across such a concept that will set real estate agents up for success when utilized properly. And it will contribute to closing that real estate loyalty gap and help you achieve forever success as the forever agent. So again, your IQ system is a place for you to collaborate, share, and help you increase the value you bring to your customer database and to your community. So if you do one thing today, join that IQ system that's available to you on the Resource Center. And once you're opted in, you'll get a welcome to the IQ system from BHHS support. And the email that you get once you opt in is the same email address you have on your BHHS resource profile. And again, I can't stress enough to lean in with our partners at Prosperity Home Mortgage, Cinch, Home Services Insurance, and our partners at Florida Title and Guarantee Agency. We're all in this together to build your success. So we're glad you're here. Welcome to our company. My contact information is on the screen. And if you have a question, there's the e-commerce email address as well. So I'm just going to get through to see if there's any other questions. It says, one of the questions I have, is it possible to customize the listing presentation book with our photo and name on the first page? So You can. There is a PDF version, but there is also a PowerPoint version, somewhat of a listing presentation. So we're happy to assist you with that. If you're interested in doing that, just reach out to your manager. They should be able to assist you, but you can also copy us, and we're happy to assist you as well. Great. So that's it. Again, thanks for joining us. We wrapped up perfectly on time, and I wish you a fantastic day.